Afternoon, evening, morning. You're all very welcome to Vincent's Kitchen Quiz. It's our quiz for quizzers quiz. Where are we? Gosh knows. How many weeks has this been going on? We've been doing this for 4 months. Anyway, you're all very welcome. And just let me get organized here. Great stuff. So just let me know that you can hear me loud and clear. That'd be good. Hey Catherine, hey Malaki, you're all very welcome. Just get all snuggled in and relaxed. Get your teams together. Only one rule in this quiz. No answers on the feed. Other than that, we're all good. Let me just make sure YouTube is working. Excuse me while I lift my head. Great stuff. We're all good. So you're all very welcome. We've got, as I say, our quiz for quizzers quiz. Thanks for hanging in there over the last few weeks, months, years. Quiz for quizzers quiz is quizzy. It's kind of quizzy, challenging, and a lot less entertainment-y. Tomorrow night, however, is your party quiz, which is a bit more music-y, entertainment-y, and the green lamp is still here. What have I got in store for you tonight? In fact, before I do what I've got in store for you tonight, this week, in fact, last evening we did a couple of connections. So before I forget, the two connections I asked last night were connection number one. For those of you who don't know connections, you'll learn a lot more about connections. I give you 3 bits of information and you join the dots. Last night's 3 connections: exchange of goods, a craft, and equatorial winds. Your connection was trade. Connection number 2 last evening: this Trinidadian, I can't say it, a Trinidad, British recording artist, George Clooney, and the Arctic was ocean, as in Billy. So there you go. That's how connections work. So that does 2 things. Number 1, it tells you the answers to last night, which thankfully I didn't forget. And number 2, it tells you how connections work. And this evening we've got a full round of connections, a full course of our favourite is connections. So tonight's quiz, here's how we're going. Round 1, you've got 3 famous hunters. Yep. You've got 3, everything in my quiz is famous. 3 famous monsters, 3 famous trains, 3 Latin expressions that are famously used in the English language. Then we'll have a full round of connections, 10 of them. Then we'll have our picture round. I always do that, and just in case for the first time it fails, 12 images. And then we'll finish with 4x3, another off-road round if you like. 3 bits of art, 3 famous Simons, 3 famous modern wonders, and we'll finish with 3 famous dances. So there you go. In total, 46 points available this evening. Every correct answer is worth a point. So 46 maximum you can get tonight. So particularly welcome are those of you who haven't played before. At the end of each round, all you have to do is post your team name, your score, and where you're from. It's really simple. It's all free. Yep. We'll continue to do it that way, and we have lots of exciting developments for the month of August. We're considering leaderboards, a league for the month of August. There's an app floating around in the background. We've got big ambitions, but it's all reliant on how good I perform. And yeah, how good I perform. And do you like it? Because I'll still be here. Lockdown, no lockdown, whatever it takes. I'll still be doing this. Okay, so you're very, very welcome. Happy birthday to Rory for Tuesday. Hillary, Rory, you were 30 on Tuesday. Hi, Hazel. Hope your arm is improving. Okay, enough of my whatever it is, okay, you can hear me loud and clear. We're good. Facebook for me. Okay. Round one. 3 famous hunters. Famous hunters. Famous hunter number one. Famous hunter number one. Your clues are Best Actress, The Piano, nominations for The Firm, and the movie 13. That's your famous hunter number one. Best Actress for The Piano, nominations for The Firm, and the movie 13. That's your famous hunter number one. Hi Bernie, hi Sam, hi James, hi Patrick on YouTube. Famous hunter number two. Your clue is William Frederick Cody. William Frederick Cody is your famous hunter number two. William Frederick Cody on your quiz for Quizzers quiz. Welcome, Martin. Simon. Billy, as always. Hey, Lucy. So there's your famous hunter number two. Famous hunter number three. Constellation named after a hunter in Greek mythology. The constellation named after a hunter in Greek mythology is your famous hunter number three. And if you're late tuning in, no problem. We'll do a recap and hopefully we'll have the old graphics with the old questions and answers coming up at the end of each round. So there's your 3 famous hunters. Second group of 3, 4 through 6, 3 famous monsters. Monster number 1. The Labyrinth. The Labyrinth holds this Greek mythological monster, the head and tail of a bull and the body of a man. Is your famous monster number 1. The Labyrinth holds this Greek mythological monster, the head and tail of a bull and the body of a man. Is your famous monster number 1. Welcome, Pete, Celine, and Gary. You're all very welcome. Famous monster number 2. A Japanese fictional monster. This monster has been dubbed the King of the Monsters. Name this Japanese fictional monster being dubbed the King of the Monsters. Is your monster number 2. Welcome, Anna. So there's 2 out of 3 monsters. Monster number 3. North American folklore. You've got Bigfoot, Sasquatch. Name the Himalayan equivalent referred to also as the abominable snowman. So the Himalayan equivalent, abominable snowman, the equivalent of Bigfoot or Sasquatch is your famous monster number 3. The Himalayan equivalent of Bigfoot and Sasquatch, also called the abominable snowman, but the equivalent, please, of Bigfoot or Sasquatch. There's your 3 monsters. So there you are, up to number 6. 3 hunters, 3 monsters. Your next group of 3, we do things in groups of 3 here. Why? Because I can. I just think it's good. Snappy. Groups things together. Your third set of 3 famous trains. Famous train number 1. On the 5th of October 1883, this famous train began trips from Paris to Bulgaria. In 1889, this train extended to Constantinople. Is your famous train number 1. 5th of October 1883, original trip, Paris to Bulgaria. 6 years later, extended the trip to Constantinople. Famous train number 1. All of my shirt, yeah, they are. Anyway. Is this okay, Anna? It's a t-shirt. It's summer. But the shirts are in the wash. Get one out for tomorrow night because it's party. Anyway, back to the business of famous trains. Famous train number 2. Famous train number 2 was launched on November the 14th, 1994 to carry passengers from London, Paris and Brussels through the Channel Tunnel. Is your famous train number 2. November 14, 1994. Carrying passengers from London, Paris, Brussels through the Channel Tunnel. Is your famous train number 2. 2 out of 3 trains ain't bad. Your famous train number 3 is coming right up. Oh, thanks, Anna. Specsavers. Okay, with the old hunters and monsters and trains, your famous train number 3. This train ran for 40 years, 1923 to 1963, providing a luxurious non-stop journey from King's Cross to Edinburgh. 1923 to 63, King's Cross, Edinburgh. Luxurious train. Famous train number 3. Okay, dokes. And your final set of 3, giving us 12 questions, 12 potential points in your round 1. Latin expressions. It's okay. Relax. Latin expressions used in our everyday language. You got it? So we use these Latin expressions in our everyday language. You have to figure out what I'm talking about. Well, good luck with that. Anyway, Latin expression number 1. Latin expression number 1 that we use in our everyday language for each year. Latin expression for each year is your Latin expression number 1 or question answer number 10. For each year. Latin expression number 2 that we use in everyday language. We might not know it. Existing state of affairs. Existing state of affairs is your Latin expression number 2 that we use in everyday language. Existing state of affairs. Simon Cowell. Jaggers, Cora. Latin expression number 3. Maybe I could be accused of this. Repeating or continuing to the point of boredom. I hope not. Latin expression number 3. Repeating or continuing to the point of boredom is your Latin expression number 3. Okay, so there's your first round. There's your first round of 4x3s, your off-road quiz. And if I'm lucky, we'll get them right up on the screen. So here you go. There you go. Hopefully you can still hear me. Your famous hunters. Best Actress, The Piano, nominations, The Firm and 13. Famous hunter number 2, William Frederick Cody. Number 3, the constellation named after a hunter in Greek mythology. Your 3 famous monsters, the labyrinth that holds this Greek mythological monster, the head and tail of a bull and the body of a man. The Japanese fictional monster number 2 being dubbed the King of the Monsters. The North American folklore Bigfoot or Sasquatch, named the Himalayan equivalent, often referred to as the Abominable Snowman. Hard to say. Famous trains, October 5, 1883, Paris, Bulgaria, 1889, extended to Constantinople is your famous train number 1. Launched November 14, 1994 to carry passengers London, Brussels and Brussels, even through the Channel Tunnel is your famous train number 3. And then famous train number 3, 40 years, 23 through 63, the luxurious non-stop journey from King's Cross to Edinburgh. And then your final set of 3 Latin expressions used in our everyday language for each year, existing state of affairs, and repeating or continuing to the point of boredom. I hope that putting them up on a screen helps. I think it does, because sometimes you just don't understand me. Do you know what? Sometimes I don't even understand myself, but there you go. So how have you got on? Back in the room. Still here? So your answers to round 1. Was that okay? Do you think it helps putting those up? I think it does. We're always innovating here. Always pushing the boundaries at Vincent's Kitchen Quiz. Yeah, the way you haven't seen anything yet. Well, apart from the old t-shirt. Okay, your answers to round 1. 12 potential points available. I'm just getting the answers right on my side before I flick them up. Out of 12. So here we go. Here's your answers, and I'll speak over them. Gosh, we have all the technology here, I tell you. Round 1 answers. So there you go. Famous hunters. Holly Hunter. Buffalo Bill. Orion. The Minotaur. Godzilla. And the Yeti. Your trains. The Orient Express. The Eurostar. The Flying Scotsman. And your Latin expressions. Per annum. The status quo. Hopefully not me. Ad nauseum. So there you go. Post your scores and your team name at the end of this round and where you're from. Vitally important. Excellent. So far, so good. Flip me. I was playing off the back of Kate's salad bowl on a mobile phone 3 months ago, and now I'm doing all this. Don't get complacent, Vincent. Okay, round 2. What's round 2? Round 2 is a marvellous round. It's our favouriteest round. It's our connections. What connects? 2 seconds. 10 connections. So again, I repeat, if you're newcomers to connections, an invention of mine many years ago on the stage, at the bridge and other places, I give you 3 bits of information and you figure out what connects. Simple as that. Here we go. Only one way to find out and learn is to start doing it. What connects? Number 1. 10 of them. What connects the London Underground, a theatre seating area, and 360 degrees? Is your connection number 1. The London Underground, a theatre seating area, and 360 degrees. Keep posting your scores and your team names. Sandbaggers have maxed out. James on 11 out of 12. Billy, 10 out of 12. Cara, the Thunder Broads, wherever they are throughout Europe, 12 out of 12. I keep telling you, these are getting smarter by the week. So there's your first set of connections. Second connections. What connects? Faulty Towers, apologies if you're in New York, Faulty Towers, Red Square, and a red fox is your connection number 2. Faulty Towers, Red Square, and a certain red fox is your connection number 2. $5 somewhere. Is that Hampstead, Ballymoney and Benone? 10 out of 12. Waiting on the isolating pickets and Paddy Macaulay. 12 out of 12. Too easy for you guys. Don't worry. There's maybe a million pointer coming up. Well done, Paul, on 11 out of 12. Connection number 3. What connects athletics, an LP, and rail transport? Rail transport, RAIL, an LP, and athletics is your connection number 3. Connection number 4. What connects a camera, a French city, and the eye? The eye, a French city, and a camera is your connection number 4. Well done, Johnny. Bandsiders, 10 out of 12. Well done, Jane, 10 out of 12. Fantastic scoring. A camera, a French city, and the eye. Connection number 5. What connects the foot, a dance party, and an English World Cup winner? The foot, a dance party, and an English World Cup winner is your connection number 5. Interesting watching the old subtitles. Subtitles are getting the hang of my accent. Yep. That's your first 5 connections. Watch out for number 7. Number 7 potentially, is it a million pointer? It's million pointer, by the way, for newcomers is reserved. It's a special question reserved for a question that I think nobody in their right minds deserves to get. So I'll think about that while I do number 6. Connection number 6. What connects a 2002 animated DreamWorks movie, Charles Lindbergh, and liquor? Liquor, Charles Lindbergh, and a 2002 animated DreamWorks film is your connection number 6. There's number 6, Katie. Flip me. The old subtitles are getting my accent. Either it's learning or I'm learning. Look, it's all good. All good. Connection number 7. Okay. Million points. I've decided. What connects Ecclesiastes 3, a 1930s ecological North American phenomenon, and an act of cleaning? Yeah, it's worth a million points. What connects Ecclesiastes 3, the Bible, a 1930s ecological North American phenomenon, and an act of cleaning is your connection number 7, and give yourself a million points. There you go. See, I can decide all these things. I should leave that one with you, shouldn't I? Ecclesiastes 3, 1930s ecological North American phenomenon and an act of cleaning. Good luck. Number 8. Alistair Donaghy felt he felt a million points coming on. Enjoy. Number 8. What connects a combat sports trophy, a material linking rotating shafts, and an automobile even safety device? A combat sports trophy, a material linking rotating shafts, and an automobile safety device is your connection number 8. Does that feel good, Alistair? Maybe another million pointer coming up here. Connections are good. They get you thinking in a different way. A combat sports trophy, a material linking rotating shafts, and an automobile safety device. Connection number 9. What connects a cheese curd, Fulham Football Club, and a pie? A cheese curd, Fulham FC, and a pie is your connection number 9. Did the earth move for you, Alistair? That was your connection number 9. A cheese curd, Fulham FC and a pie. Connection number 10. Maybe not quite a million points, but it's up there. What connects a style of electronic dance music, curling, as in the old ice thing, and Princeton Plainsboro Teaching Hospital, New Jersey? Is your connection number 10. A style of electronic dance music, curling, and Princeton Plainsboro Teaching Hospital, New Jersey. Okay, so let's see if I can get these questions up again without pressing the wrong button. Yeah, so there's your connections. There's your 10 connections. The London Underground, a theatre seating area, 360 degrees, Fawlty Towers, Red Square, Red and a Red Fox, athletics, an LP and rail transport, a camera, a French city and the eye, the foot, a dance party, an English World Cup winner, the 2002 animated DreamWorks film, Charles Lindbergh and liquor, Ecclesiastes 3, the 1930s ecological North American phenomenon and an act of cleaning. There's a lack of highlight for number 8, but you should be able to follow. Apologies for that. A combat sports trophy, a material linking rotating shafts, an automobile safety device, a cheese curd, Fulham FC and a pie, and a style of electronic dance music, curling, and Princeton Plainsboro Teaching Hospital, New Jersey. Okie doke. So as we approach the halfway point, I hope putting up the questions is a good thing. I tell me if you think it is or isn't. There's a bit of effort goes into that. I think it is, as part of our progression to greatness. Okay, your answers to, yeah, please tell me you think that's good, because I'm hard to understand at times, and that's me I'm talking about. Thank you guys. Okay, awesome. All good. Okay, you're smart, you're getting good at the old connections, you've caught me out. Your answers to your connections are as follows, so that would give you a cumulative 22 at the end of this round. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you. And a big thanks to Alan Kirk, my video production team behind me right now. Well, no, literally. And yeah, it's all good. Your answers to your connections. So, the old London Underground, the theatre seating area and 360 degrees. Of course, you got that circle. The old Fawlty Towers, Red Square and a Red Fox was Basil, St Basil's Cathedral, Basil Brush, athletics and LP and rail transport was a track, camera, French City, the eye, ball, sorry, where was I? No, there's a mistake in there somewhere. A French City, a camera, French City, and an eye is lawns. So forgive me, that's a typo. So just as well picked up on that. So the old lanes or lawns, as in the French city, the foot dance party English World Cup winner is, I see what's happened here. We're kind of, that was Ball, as in Alan Ball. I should have done a proper recheck, forgive me. So anyway, circle, basil, track, lens, lawns, Ball. Spirit is your 2002 DreamWorks film, Charles Lindbergh. Spirit of St. Louis, spirit as in liquor. So we've made I know what's happened here. But anyway, we're figuring it out. Ecclesiastes 3, the 1930s ecological North American phenomenon and the act of cleaning. That's where dust kicks in. So that was dust as in cleaning, as in the dust bowl, as Ecclesiastes 3, the old dust thing about we shall return to dust, and we're good from now on. Combat sports trophy, material linking rotating shafts, automobile safety device is belt. Cheese curd, cottage cheese, Fulham FC, the Cottagers, Craven Cottage pie, cottage pie, and style of electronic dance music, curling, and Princeton Plainsboro Teaching Hospital, New Jersey house. So forgive me, I didn't do a proper check on those, but anyway, we're all good. We're all good. We've figured it out. I know what's happened here, and we're good. We're good. And apologies for the slight error in the graphic mirroring the answers, but thankfully I did know the answers. Okay, so out of 22, how have you got on? Fantastic. Okay, guys, you're the best quiz audience. I've told you before, you're the best quiz audience one could hope for, and I thank you so much for your support since the month of March and encouraging me to improve the experience. We're looking for licenses for music and movie clips. We're going to do connections every night of the week next week. We're looking at leaderboards and league tables and the app. There's a lot going on. So, out of 22, how have you got on? Team names, scores, out of 22, please, please let me know how you're doing. Okay, your next round, there's 12 images, 12 spots that you have to figure out where those spots are. The only quid pro quo for you guys is you like and share on Facebook and you subscribe to YouTube. It sounds egotistical. It's not. I have good reasons, maybe commercial in the long run, but it's good for all of us. So like and share on Facebook. Let's grow our audience and this community, linking people near and far. It works every way. We all win. So thank you. Okay, round 3, 12 images. Some spots, some famous spots. Famous spot number 1. Where's this? Where's this is your famous spot number 1. Here. Welcome, Marianne, watching on YouTube tonight. Only 2 channels so far, Facebook and YouTube. Watch this space. Famous spot number 2. Where's this? Famous spot number 3. Where's this? Number 4. Famous spot number 4. Famous spot number 5. Stop showing off, Jane. Famous spot number 6. Where's this? Number 7. Where's this? Famous spot number 8. Where's this? Number 9. Where's this? Number 10. This unfortunate historical event. The airship, please. And your final two extinct animals. Extinct animal number one. Extinct animals number one. And extinct animal number two, your final image. Extinct animal number two, image number 12. Fantastic. Images work a treat. Wait until we get moving images. You won't know what's hit you. Quick fly through even. Here we go. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 'Extinct animal number 1, image 11, welcome Bill, a bunch of amateurs, Connecticut, all the way from Connecticut. Welcome Bill and Noreen, you're very welcome. And good afternoon to you. And extinct animal number 2, image number 12. Fantastic. Okay guys, you're doing good. Maybe pitched a bit easy tonight. I'll tell you about tomorrow night shortly, shall I? Okay, your answers to... Oh yeah, I've got them here. I've got them here on the graphic. The answers to your pictures. Here we go. Bill, Noreen, if you got the Angel of the North outside of Gateshead, I would be truly staggered. This is perhaps a little bit Britain, Irish centric, so I have the utmost sympathy. But then we do ask lots of questions about North America. Angel of the North, Ayers Rock or Uluru. We had Stonehenge, we had Golden Gate Bridge, we had Tower Bridge, Kilimanjaro, Machu Picchu, Petra, the Sphinx at Giza. We had IZ Flight 129, the Hindenburg. We had the Dodo, and we had the saber-tooth tiger. So there you go. How did you fare? How did you fare on that? Is that good? We've made good progress. I mean, we weren't able to do pictures and images. We forget that. So we're doing good. We're doing good. Wait till we get moving images and all that licensing sorted out. And we're doing good. Your final round 4 on our quiz for quizzers quiz on a Friday evening, afternoon, depending on your time zone. or if you're in Melbourne, it's Saturday morning. So, your final round. What do we have in the store? Your final round, I think I told you. And get me papers all sorted out. We've got 3 bits of art, 3 famous Simons, 3 modern wonders, and 3 dances. No better way to finish a Friday evening quiz than a bit of a dance. Okay, your final round. So, let me just get my questions here somewhere. Yep, struggling to find them here. Might have to revert to the old notebook because they seem to have gone somewhat missing. Anyway, your final round. We've got 3 bits of art. Okay? Everything isn't polished. But don't worry, the questions are. 3 bits of art. Bit of art number 1. Bit of art number 1. Bit of art number 1. What are cut out objects mounted on a surface? Cut out objects mounted on a surface is your bit of art number 1. Bit of art number 2. A work made from pieces of paper and other materials stuck onto a background. A work made from pieces of paper and other materials stuck onto a background is your bit of art number 2. And your bit of art number 3. Your bit of art number 3. A painting of an object or a group of objects. That's your bit of art number 3. So 3 bits of art. You can't say we're not diverse here in the old kitchen. We have an eclectic assimilation of tastes. I'm talking nonsense. Cut out objects mounted on a surface, a work made from pieces of paper and other materials stuck onto a background, and your bit of art number 3, a painting of an object or group of objects. Here's your first 3 in round 4 bits of art. Your second group of 3, famous Simons. Famous Simons. Famous Simon number 1. Famous Simon number 1. You're So Vain ranked number 92 on the Billboard Greatest Ever Songs. Is your famous Simon number 1. You're So Vain ranked number 92 on the Billboard Greatest Ever Songs. Is your famous Simon number 1? Or question number 4. Famous Simon number 2. A French professional tennis player. This French professional tennis player was ranked number 6 on the ATP singles leaderboard in January 2009? Who is your famous Simon number 2? A French professional tennis player ranked number 6 in the world on the ATP singles leaderboard of male tennis players as recently as January 2009 is your famous Simon number 2. Famous Simon number 3. Famous Simon number 3. The Saint. A series of novels and short stories by Leslie Charteris. The Saint. A series of novels and short stories by Leslie Charteris is your famous Simon number 3. In the home straight now, 6 to go. 6 to go. Keep posting your scores, your team names, where you're from. It doesn't matter this month. It won't matter next month, but we'll have leaderboards and a league. It might matter to your competitive instinct next month. But we'll see. So there's your 3 Simons. Your 3 modern wonders, 7, 8 and 9. Modern wonder number 1. Modern wonder number 1. Completed in 1914. It took 34 years to build. 77 kilometers long, linking the Atlantic to the Pacific. Give me modern wonder number 1. Completed in 1914. Taking 34 years to build. 77 kilometers long, linking the Atlantic to the Pacific is your modern wonder number 1 or number 7, if you catch my drift. Modern wonder number 2 or 8. When it was built in 1936, this dam contained a record 3.63 million cubic meters of concrete, controlling the flooding of the Colorado River. When it was built in 1936 even, named this dam, it contained a record 3.63 million cubic meters of concrete, controlling the flooding of the Colorado River is your famous modern wonder number 2. Brian, Louis, you're very welcome. Your first time, if you had any sense, you'd never be... Sorry, what am I talking about? You're very welcome. Please come back for more. I need Brian and Louise and lots of other Brian and Louise. You're very welcome. Famous wonder number 3. It opened in Cornwall in 2001. 1.8 million tons of earth were moved to make the foundations of the world's largest greenhouses is your famous modern wonder number 3. Cornwall, 2001, 1.8 million tons of earth were moved to create or make the foundations of the world's largest greenhouses is your famous world modern wonder number 3. So there's your modern wonders. Art, hunters, we get everything here. Extinct animals. But sure, it's good. And tomorrow night for your party quiz, I have dishes. I have some tasty dishes cooked up for your Saturday afternoon and evening. including It's a Family Affair for your tunes round, which always goes down well, but especially pleased with It's a Family Affair. Anyway, enough about tomorrow night. Let's focus on the now. Your final last three dances. We'll finish with a dance, shall we? Well, three of them. Dance number one. Famous dance number one. It began in Austria in the late 18th century. Your famous dance number one. Its name comes from the German word meaning to revolve. Austria, 18th century, German, meaning to revolve. Famous dance number one. Famous dance number two. Famous dance number two. A competitive dance from Trinidad. Half a Billy Ocean, if you like. Dancers lean back and pass under a bar that's placed lower and even lower. Give me this competitive dance from Trinidad. Dancers lean back and pass under a bar that's placed lower and lower. Is your famous dance number two? You got it? Yeah, of course you have. And your famous dance number three to finish off your quiz for quizzers quiz. A 1920s dance named after a South Carolina harbour city. Is your famous dance number three? A 1920s dance named after a South Carolina harbour city. So let's get up in writing your questions to round 4. God willing, this will work again. Here you go. Your 3 bits of art. Bits of art. Your cut-out objects mounted on the surface. Your work made from pieces of paper and other materials stuck onto a background. A painting of an object or group of objects. Your Simons. Your surveying. Famous Simon number 1, number 92 on the Billboard's Greatest Songs. A French professional tennis player ranked number 6 ATP singles, January 2009. Tricky enough. The Saint, a series of novels and short stories by Leslie Charteris. Your Modern Wonders, Modern Wonder number 1, completed in 1914. 34 years to build, 77 kilometres Atlantic to Pacific. 1936 Modern Wonder. This dam controlled the flooding of the Colorado River. And the Cornwall Modern Wonder, the greenhouses and your dances, the Austrian dance, 18th century, the German word meaning to revolve, the competitive dance from Trinidad, where half of Billy Ocean, maybe Billy C, is from. Dancers lean back and pass under a bar, placed lower and lower, and 1920s dance named after a South Carolina harbour city. We're a few moments behind. Like to get finished punctually on a Friday night. So, are you all done? Your total scoring tonight on your quiz for quizzers, you've been fabulous, fantastic as you always are, was 46 points. I think I need to up the ante, not just in what I'm doing, but in terms of the standard. You're too clever. Watch this space. You're too clever. Your answers to your final round. 46 points available. Here's your answers. So, did you get the old objects mounted on the surface, a montage? Did you get the old pieces of papers and other materials stuck on a background, a collage? Did you get the painting of object or group of objects, still life? Carly Simon, You're So Vain, written about half a dozen people. Yeah, I know. Gilles Simon. Simon Templar, The Saint, Panama Canal, the Hoover Dam, the Eden Project, the old Austrian dance revolving waltz, Limbo Under the Bar and the old Charleston. You're super duper. Thank you. Thank you for joining me at the weekends. Here's been your Friday quiz for quizzers quiz. I need to up the ante because you're getting too clever cloggish. But that's good. That's okay. Tomorrow night, Saturday evening, is your party quiz. Quiz stuff. Lots of interesting music, entertainment-y stuff. Well played. Well done. Humbled by your attendance and privileged to be your host over the last few weeks, and will continue to do so, and lots of plans ahead. All I ask, it's all free. Please like, share, help me grow this audience. Lots of stuff coming up, and stay safe. Stay tuned. I'll see you tomorrow night. Well, you'll see me. And take care, and thank you ever so much. Well done this evening. God bless you all. Bye bye. Good night, good afternoon.